How are we doing, everyone? We are back with week 24 of GoMining's solo mining. Nothing's really changed. 3 miners, 2 actual miners, 1 bonus, 215 terahash, 220 watts per terahash. The only thing that's really changed is our discount has gone up, luckily. And the only reason because of that is because the discount for solo mining, people who were in solo mining, I believe it was 1.50% last week, but because we're on a new week, it reset, and our voting results came in. And for last week, the mining mode discount closed at 1.58%. If we go to the week prior, then yeah, we see it was 1.50%. Obviously, I'll take that discount. It's well worth it. The more the merrier. Now we're gonna head on over to dashboard for our total Bitcoin rewards of 0.0316125 Bitcoin. It says it's worth $3,837.83, but is it actually? We are gonna come on over to the Bitcoin to USD converter and paste it in. It says it's worth $3,847.39. So at the moment, we are actually up just about $10. Beautiful. And now time for the actual good stuff. The weekly rewards. For the duration of September 30th to October 6th, we pulled in an astonishing 0.0006481 Bitcoin. We're also going to paste this into the Bitcoin to USD converter. Look at that. $78.80. Call it 89 cents. That's what I like. And the reason why is because we've been paying our electricity and service fees in GoMining, getting that discount, getting that full pool reward. And one thing I am going to show you guys, because I mentioned it in a few of my previous update videos, is that on the first, this right here is a little confusing. This isn't part of what I'm going to say, but you can see that's for some reason October 1st and October 1st. I have no idea why it glitched like that, but this is actually September 30th. So I'm just going to let you know that now. So see how this number says 9502, and this number right here says 8965. Watch the dollar value change though. This is the higher number, obviously the higher number. This is the lower number. Put it to USD, $10.88, $11.12. Remember how I said down here is the bigger number? Well, now it's changed. It's because the higher the price of Bitcoin, the more it goes up. And we had a breakthrough yesterday. We went to over $126,000 Bitcoin. Technically here it says we went to $126,078.89, but that doesn't actually matter. What matters is, like I said, the higher the price of Bitcoin, the lower the rewards you're going to get, because at the same time, more people are mining and the complexity for mining and other factors change. To me, I saw that coming when I knew it was going to be a lower number. I was like, good, it's going to be more money, if not the same amount. And what do you know? It was more. And the even funnier part is we paid less on electricity fees here. But did we? Did we? No, we actually paid the same amount. Oh, actually, I'm just realizing that now. These are all steady numbers on the electricity and the service fees. If I go back the week prior, 23 to 29. Okay. See, I've actually never even looked at this. It's a steady rate that they have. We're going to go back to 16 to 28. Okay, so they try to aim for electricity costs and service costs for the amount of terahash and wattage that I'm at to be around $4.85 a day for electricity fees and $1.80 a day in service fees. I'm going to go back to the week of September 23rd to 29, and I'll repeat what I said again. For my amount of computing power and my wattage per terahash, it seems like they have my daily electricity and service fee set at a steady amount, and the electricity is $4.85 a day, and the service is $1.79 or close to $1.80 a day. I'm going to come back to the current week that I'm on, the September 30th to October 6th. Again, for some reason showing to October 1st. Very weird. But yeah, $4.85, $1.79. But then when we go back to the GoMining or even the Bitcoin rate, it's different numbers because it's okay. So they're literally basing it off directly the dollar value, not a set amount of cryptocurrency. Okay, that makes sense. I'm understanding it a bit more. See, we're 24 weeks into solo mining, and that was after what? I think I did 25 weeks of miner wars, and that was actually just recording 25 weeks of miner wars. I was in miner wars since the very beginning of last year. When did I start? I started mining February 23rd, 2024. And I'm just now discovering that based off of your, terahash and your wattage per terahash, you'll have a set daily value for electricity and service fees that you're going to have to pay. That makes sense. Okay. There's definitely some people here like, no shit. Well, guess what? I'm a retard. So you gotta let retards be retards, Of course, you can call me out for being a retard, but hey, I already know that. So yeah, if you want to be a retard like me, start mining some Bitcoin. Close to $4,000 in Bitcoin, just over 0.03 Bitcoin. Then you can literally get started with just 1 terahash for as little as $23.99. If you want, you can use my referral link down in the description below. You'll get an extra 5% terahash on your first miner purchase. So if you purchase 1 terahash, you'll get 0.05 terahash absolutely for free. They've updated this interface, so it's changed a little bit. You can click on custom, click continue, and then it'll tell you a little bit more information. And it's the same thing. You start with 1 terahash, work your way all the way up to 5,000. The energy efficiency, your two options are 20 watts a terahash or 15 watts a terahash. It all depends on what you're willing to invest, how much you're willing to invest. Always do your own research first. Look into the YouTube, look into the actual website itself. You can even do the bonus trial miner first. Actually understand it before you're willing to put any money into it. But if you do, even for just as little as 1 terahash for $24, not including the maintenance fee, because you don't want to invest more money into it, you just want to do the $25, you're going to be paying your maintenance fees with your pool reward that you're getting for mining Bitcoin. With 20 watts a terahash, you'll be making 2 cents a day. That is pretty good already. If you go for 15 watts a terahash, it's going to cost you $30. It still says 2 cents a day, but yearly you'll be making $9.35 compared to the 20 watts a terahash one. You'll be making $7.30. So it still says 2 cents a day for each one, but because it's to a smaller decimal, if we expand that over to a year, you can see the difference. And remember, I said it before, do your own research. Always do your own research, and I hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you soon. Later.
Back up on our feet every time we take a hit. Never quit, never stop. Headed straight to the top. Had to change a heart, so I had to